Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be my VSG 1 month post-op video. Super excited. Oh my god, I couldn't wait to film this video. It's been a little bit over a month, but I have some notes down and I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet because my last video was like an hour long and I'm so sorry, but if you stuck through it, thank you so much. I was really just venting. It was like verbal vomit. I had a lot of things to say about surgery. So if you haven't watched that video and you'd like to check it out, it is up on my channel. And yeah, so this is again my VSG 1 month post-op video. I'm gonna give you some details, my stats, what I'm eating, a couple things I want to mention. So if you're interested, then just keep on watching. Okay, so for those of you who do not know, I'm just gonna repeat it. I had my surgery November 29th, 2016 at Hackensack Medical Center. I used Advanced Laparoscopic Associates. It's like a group of doctors, surgeons, and my surgeon was Dr. Ewing. I don't know if I mentioned that on my last video, but I'm doing it now. So those are, yeah, that's my doctor in hospital. I started, my start weight was the day of surgery. I did not have a pre-op diet. So my highest weight was the day of my surgery and it was 322 pounds. And as of today, which is like a month and like 3 or 4 days, I am down to 294. So that's 28 pounds. That's incredible. I'm super stoked about it. So yeah, I went from 322 to 294. It's been 1 month. Really excited. So there's a couple things I've been going throughout this month. First thing I want to talk about is weight gain. So that happens and I was freaking out. I really was. When I saw the scale go up and then the next day it went up and then the next day it went down and then it went 2 pounds up, I was freaking out. I was like, I would be that person. I would be the first person where this surgery does not work. Well, maybe not the first person, but I would be one of those people that this surgery does not work. I was super discouraged, like I was so down and super depressed and just anxious, and it really sucked. But again, like I said in my last video, YouTube videos do really help. Seeing other people's experiences and hearing what they have to say about their own journey really puts things into perspective. It's not your situation, like the same thing that you guys are going through, but it helps. It really truly does help. So when I went on YouTube and I searched this like gain weight, like, you know, weight gain, what is going on, I found that this is completely normal. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, that if you're going through this journey and you're at the 1 month mark or a little bit less or a little bit more, weight gain is natural. Also, you'll see like different weights throughout the day. I don't know if you guys know that, but I just found that out as well. So in the morning and the evenings when you weigh the lowest, and in the middle of the day you're weighing a little bit higher. That's just because you're eating throughout the day, you know, different activities, stuff like that. It's just natural. So weight gain is natural, but it won't stick. For the most part, it will not stick. Your surgery is a tool, and if you work the tool, it's gonna work for you. So don't be discouraged, and don't be like the type of person like me, like every day I have to weigh myself. That just gives me more anxiety. I'm just crazy like that. But if you can help it, don't do it every day. Just weigh in once a week or something like that to keep you on track. The next thing that has to do with kind of the weight gain is that in this 1 month, you're moving on to solid foods. So like I explained in the last video, the way my surgery process works is that I'm in 3 phases. So phase 1 was the all liquids, phase 2 is mushy foods, phase 3 is soft solid foods. So right now I'm in the soft solid foods phase. I'm in phase 3. So because you're finally intaking more food, you're taking in more calories, you're taking in maybe more carbs, more sugars, things like that, it's natural for you to start gaining a little bit of weight. But once your body starts, you know, going through that you can't eat so much, it's smaller portions, that's when you start to shed the weight. Plus, by now you should be exercising, which is another thing I want to talk about. So now that I'm 1 month post-op, I definitely feel like I am more mobile than I was at 10 days post-op, week post-op. I feel like now I'm getting more energy. I can drive, I can walk around, I can take myself places. I'm more mobile. I'm much more happier The vitamins help with my energy, so it will get better if you are going through that first phase. Because I don't know if you guys can tell my last video, I mean, I was trying to be really happy and enthusiastic, but I feel like I could still see it on my face that I was like not in a good place, because I feel like I truly was suffering my first phase. And it just, I hated the liquid phase. I'm sorry for going through that. It was the worst thing. But it gets better. 1 month post-op, more mobile, more energy, I'm happier. Therefore, I can go to the gym, and the gym will help. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I go to the gym every day. That is just not true. I've been to the gym maybe like 3 or 4 times, but when I do go, I love it. I really start to love it. I feel the difference in my body. I feel the difference in the energy level. I just feel much more better, you know, with myself. It's just a matter of me going to the gym, because once I'm already there, I'm fine. But it's just convincing myself to get out of bed or to get up from the couch and go to the freaking gym. Like, I know that's pretty much everybody's struggle, but I'm getting a lot better at it. With the more energy I have and the more food options I have, it makes me happy, and you know, it makes me want to do better. So the gym, I'm just checking off my list. Okay, so I do want to share not only the good, I want to share the mistakes that I've made in this 1 month, because I've made quite a few, and I want to be really honest with you guys. So there was a time that I went to Atlantic City for my friend's birthday, and I truly tested myself. I ate things I was not supposed to. Now, I didn't go overboard with like portions. I would have a little bit of something, and then a little bit of something, and then a tiny bit of something. But the somethings were things I shouldn't have been eating. So when I went to Atlantic City, I think the first thing that I ate was like this knockoff Chipotle burrito bowl. So my boyfriend got it. I didn't order one for myself because that would just be a waste of food. But my boyfriend got it, and it had pork, it had rice, it had beans, it had corn, it had all this stuff. And I would like mix it together in a little spoonful or a forkful, and I'd eat it. At the time, it didn't hurt me. At the time, I was like, oh, I could keep it down. This is solid food. I was in my mushy food, like the end of my liquid mushy food phase. I was like, oh, this is great. I can, you know, keep it down, whatever. But I ate very little of it. It would, you know, I didn't go overboard where I like stretched my stomach or like felt really, really full or disgusting. Nothing like that. But I did feel full, and it was a different type of full. It was more like a, this is weird, you know, should I have eaten this type of full? I didn't get sick. The next thing I tried was a shrimp bacon fried little nugget. It was like, we went to an Asian restaurant, and they had like this little shrimp roll, which was ground shrimp, bacon, and like some seasonings, and like this fried little nugget. So I had 1 or 2 of those. Very, very salty. I tasted it very, very salty. Again, I didn't feel sick, and I was like, oh, I can eat it. But I still had that feeling like, what is this? My stomach doesn't feel quite right, you know? But it passed. I drank alcohol. I had a glass of wine, and at the club later, I had a Malibu Bay Breeze. Didn't feel anything. Felt a little tipsy. Didn't get drunk or anything like that. It was mostly just about dancing, having fun. I drank a lot of water. My body definitely with the alcohol felt dehydrated. So that I can tell you, I drank a lot of water with it. So I probably had, with the little glass of wine and the Malibu Bay Breeze, I had those 2 glasses, right? And then of water, I might have had 10 glasses of water with all of that. Not in one shot, but throughout the night. So I definitely could tell that my body was dehydrated with the alcohol. But I didn't feel sick, right? Next day, I get home. Oh wait, the next morning, my dumbass decided to try a grilled cheese with tomato and bacon. I had like 2 bites, and that's when I started to feel weird. I felt full, and I felt kind of painfully full. It wasn't like excruciating pain or anything, but it was painful. And I was like overly full. So I stopped it and I said, oh man, because remember that has bread, that has fried bacon, a crap ton of cheese, like, you know what I mean? Things that I shouldn't have been eating. I'm still on the mushy foods. Like, why did I think I could do that? Horrible. My fat side truly coming out. Like, I will always be a fatty. I really tested myself. Now, when I got home, I felt like my body was waiting for it. As soon as I got home, I got so sick. So sick. I had, oh man, I felt nauseous. I felt dizzy. I had stomach pain. I had sweats. I was so hot and sweaty. I was just so sick. It was torture. It really was. And because I didn't eat like that before, I knew it was because of all the shit I ate. Like, just don't do it to yourself. It may taste good at the time, but you will get sick. If your body's not ready for it, you will get sick. I'm not sitting here saying that you will never have those foods. Just don't force yourself in the month, after surgery or the 2 months after surgery. Don't force yourself to have things that you're not ready for. Eventually, you will get to those stages. Eventually, you can eat anything that you want. Just don't force yourself right after surgery like I did. I learned from my mistake. I got really sick. I told you guys the symptoms. Like, it was not fun, and it lasted hours. It wasn't something that it was just an hour and it was quick and I laid down and got over it. No, it was hours. It was a lot of me not trying to throw up. It was a lot of me just being in pain and just really nauseous and a horrible headache, like a migraine type situation. Just really sweaty. I don't recommend it. Just don't do it to yourself. As much as you want to and you're craving all those foods you used to have, you will get sick. You will get sick. And that's what happened to me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully I could prevent it from happening to one of you guys. So let me talk about what I eat now 1 month post-op. So I'm still having the Premier protein shakes, the chocolate one. It's the only one I drink. Those really sit well in my stomach. Like, you get a lot of vitamins, you get your protein, you get everything you need in that one drink. Sometimes it's weird to say, but sometimes you don't feel like making something and you don't feel like eating something. So the Premier protein shake is just a quick way to just get rid of your hunger, because you will start to feel really hungry. Like, now I can feel hungry, I can feel full, like I feel my stomach type of situation. So that's good. Now I can eat ground beef, a soft ground beef. The other day I had a party and I made meatloaf. Yo, my meatloaf was amazing. I just want to brag because I can. It was amazing. But I had a little piece of it. Oh, it was so good and so soft and so amazing. It felt like finally I was like eating really, like real savory food. Like, one thing that I've been addicted to for the past like 2 weeks now, 3 weeks maybe, is cheese, cheddar cheese. I buy cheddar cheese sticks. I have slices of cheese. I have shredded cheese. I love cheese. It's one thing that just sits well. You get a lot of protein, but try not to go overboard. I feel like I am going a little bit overboard, so I'm gonna try to cut down on the cheese, because yeah, it will give you protein, you know what I mean? But in everything in moderation. You don't wanna go crazy, So cheese has been a godsend to me though. I still have smoothies, so my NutriBullet is coming in handy right now. I make really cool smoothies. At first I wanted to like go by the NutriBullet recipe book, but it didn't really work out for me. So I bought some frozen fruits, some veggies that you wouldn't taste, like spinach, Swiss chard, things like that you could put in, but when you put it in with fruits, you don't taste the greens, but you'll get the greens. And apparently Swiss chard is like a superfood, spinach is like a superfood. I always put a little protein powder in my smoothies. If you have like fiber powder or something like that, put it, because you guys know you guys know, if you're in the same post-op stage as I am, or even if you're more advanced or just starting out, you guys will know what a mission it is to go to the bathroom now, because we are just so constipated trying to keep hydrated, but it's really hard to drink all of that water in a day. You're supposed to get like 64 ounces in the water. I still haven't achieved 64 ounces in a day. So fiber, best friend during this journey. What else do I put in smoothies? I put a whole bunch of different things like berries, fruit. You could put yogurt. You could put cottage cheese. That's another thing that I eat. I eat cottage cheese with fruit. The little 100-calorie packs, I love those. The pineapple one is amazing. Another thing that has been a godsend to me, like the main things that I really gravitate towards is the Premier Protein, cheese, and eggs. So eggs have been a godsend to me. Like, okay, this is basically how I prepare my eggs. So I take a cup and I take one egg and I crack it in the cup. Then I put a little sprinkle of salt, a little sprinkle of pepper. I put a little bit of green onion, a little bit of spinach or Swiss chard, one slice of deli meat. So I had this like buffalo turkey type of thing, and I would put one slice and like break it apart and put it in the cup, and cheddar cheese. And I would scramble it up in the cup, scramble it up and put it in my pan. And then I would chop it up really, really well. Oh, and I put some milk in the cup as well, a little bit. And just like scramble it up. The milk helps it to be more fluffier and softer, so it's better going down. And the greens are good for you. It's egg, you have protein. You get the meat craving with the one slice of the deli meat. It's soft enough, you break it apart. It cooks really, really well. And then you have, the end result is about maybe a half a cup of food. So that's perfect for you. You probably won't even finish it all. Like when I'm being a really fatty, I will force myself to finish it all. Like it'll take me a long time. But now, like I don't force myself anymore. I just have probably about 75% of it. So it is a really, really good meal. Oh, and I also sometimes add protein powder. I don't have unflavored protein powder. I have to go get it. But I have a vanilla one, a vanilla whey one. And I'll put like a spoonful of it in the mixture as well. You don't even taste it. And you get double protein. You get your greens, a good savory green onion. You get your meat. It is amazing. I highly recommend you guys to try that. It is so, so good. And it really feels like you're eating real food. And I know that you guys will understand, those of you on this journey, what I mean by feeling like you're eating real food. You know what I mean? So you can eat yogurts at this stage. You can eat cottage cheese, like I said, thin slices of deli meats, the eggs, the smoothies, the cheese, the ground beef, things that are really soft solids. They recommend soft fish, soft white fish, things like that. My doctors don't recommend salmon yet. I guess it's a bit tougher. I still can't eat pasta and I still can't eat rice and things like that, but I have tried to make a mac and cheese with pastina. So if you don't know what pastina is, it is these really tiny, tiny, tiny star-shaped pasta. And you can find it at the grocery store. I found it relatively easy. And I try to make like a mac and cheese with it. So I cooked the little pastina and I put like a little bit of cream cheese, some cheddar and Parmesan, and I did make it. I just personally don't like pastina. My boyfriend loved it. He absolutely loved it. He's not a pasta person, so to him it was like more like a pudding mixture, like a not pudding mixture, rice pudding texture. So he loved it, and it was mac and cheese, you know. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of pastina. What I did go and try is I just bought a box of little shells, but it's not pasta. It's made from chickpeas. They smell like pasta, they look like pasta, but it's made from chickpeas. So I'm gonna try that and see how that goes. I think that should be fine. So yeah, you just gotta be creative in this phase, to be honest. And I watch a lot of what I eat in a day videos. I watch a lot of VSG recipe videos. I follow a lot of like healthy chefs on YouTube and things like that. You just gotta be creative. You just gotta want to, you know, do your research so that you can eat different foods throughout the day, because I'm the type of person, I can't have the same meal every day, and I can't have the same types of foods all the time. Like, there's only so much yogurt, there's only so much cheese, there's only so many smoothies that I really want. I lose interest and I just don't want it. So that is my advice. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. If you guys have any questions for me, please leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed. Thank you so much for following me on this journey. I can't wait to update you guys more. I'll probably do like a 2-month post-op. Yeah, I'll probably do like a 2-month post-op video. I'll probably go by month. But please, if you have any questions, I would love to help. Or if you want to know any of like my recipes or stuff, I'll answer those questions. I really, really highly suggest you guys try that egg recipe. It's so good, it's so good. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Enjoy your journeys if you're on this journey. If you're feeling low, because I know it can happen a lot, feeling anxious, depressed, feelings of regret, confusion, I can't say it enough. Go on YouTube and watch other people's stories. It will make you feel better. A lot of people have gone through worse. A lot of people have had the similar situation as you. A lot of people had a drastically different situation, but it really does help to hear from other people who have gone through this. Or just go to a support group, go to a therapist. There is no shame in that. And yeah, you will, if you want to, you will get out of the funk, because it's hard, and I know it's hard to get out of that funk, but you gotta do it. You gotta do it because you did the surgery for a reason, or you're contemplating doing the surgery for a reason, and you want it to be successful. So again, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you want to follow me on other social media accounts, I have a Instagram and a Snapchat, both at JCR Beauty. Bye guys.